Hello guys, Bapoet here, and today I would like to talk to you about whether you should be summoning for Bankai Ichigo, whether you should be getting more copies of him, whether you should get his weapon stamp or not. I'll also give you some recommended teams to use with Bankai Ichigo and also show you some general tips on how to use him during combat. So, as for the first question, whether you should be summoning for him, I would say definitely yes. For a slash character, he's extremely strong, and once you do 3 basic attacks with Bankai Ichigo, he gets to use a special attack. That special attack deals a lot of damage, his ultimate deals a lot of damage, and once you release the ultimate, before you release the ultimate again, you can do entire combo rotation, and that rotation will do tons of damage as well. So, for the next thing, should you be getting his weapon stamp? I would say absolutely yes. If you have Bankai Ichigo, you should definitely get the stamp. Not only it increases crit rate, which is amazing since he wants to have high crit rate and high crit damage, he will also summon 2 after images to attack the target, and those after images scale with special attack. Don't forget that after you do 3 basic attacks with Ichigo, the next basic attack you do with him also counts as special attack. So this is just insane power boost for him. Also, if you get Bankai Ichigo, it's really nice to get the stamp for him, because the stamps gives him the access to also deal damage with the counter attack button, and also he gets even more crit rate and crit rate bonus, so I would say the stamp for him is also extremely good. As for whether you should summon more copies of Bankai Ichigo, I would say if you are free to play, don't do it. You will just get better mileage out of getting new character for an element that is weak right now, for which you don't have units or for which we don't have units yet, like for Spirit for example. But I'm not going to lie, if you are not totally free to play and you are a moderate spender, I would say just getting the first ascension is very nice, because after you get the first ascension, he gets another crit rate increase. 30% is huge here. It's very huge. And it triggers a lot. So I think even just 1 out of 6 is a huge power spike. But I would only do it, and I would only recommend it for moderate spenders. For free to plays, I would say no, just get the weapon stamp and that's it. When it comes to the recommended teams, absolutely the best team you can do is Bankai Ichigo, Kisuke Urahara and Byakuya, which I don't have. But if you don't have Byakuya, what you can do is Bankai Ichigo, Urahara, and then you would want ideally to use Rukia, because Rukia can freeze, and with Bankai Ichigo he will have very easy time with breaking through her eyes, and you will be able to dash out a lot of damage, and Rukia is also extremely good unit in general, so that's very nice. If you don't have Rukia, you can just use Yachiru. Let's say you also don't have Urahara. I mean, some of you might not have him, right? You can still do Bankai Ichigo with Rukia and Yachiru, and it's still extremely good either way. If you don't have that either, and you have Byakuya, you don't have Urahara, then you just do Bankai Ichigo, Byakuya, and then either Rukia or Yachiru, that's up to you, but those are the 5 units that you want to use with Bankai Ichigo. And that's pretty much it. I would not recommend using any other unit with Bankai Ichigo. I think those 5 are simply the best. As for some general tips as for how you should use him, let me go into the training mode and let me switch to my team. I don't have Byakuya, so I'm using Rukia instead. So you can use Yachiru instead of Rukia, as I mentioned before, if you don't have Rukia, but I believe most of you will just have Rukia. So what you want to do usually when you are using Bankai Ichigo, you want to start by releasing his main skill and getting the basic attack. And then you will want to do this loop all the time, just 3 basic attacks into the special attack all the time. You will be using this a lot. And also, do not forget that once you do 3 basic attacks, right, and you do a special, it doesn't cancel out. He still does the string. So you can basically just do 3 basic attacks, use it, and switch to different character, and just use their skills while he does that. So that's very nice thing to keep in mind while using him. And let me show you how much he can dish out just simply after releasing the ultimate without even using like other skills, because you can, for example, use his ultimate, do the basic attack, which will be a special attack immediately once you use his ultimate. You can, for example, switch to Rukia, which has ultimate, use her ultimate and switch back to Ichigo. In some cases it's good and you can do the same with Urahara, just switch and do the ult and switch back to Ichigo, but in general, for example, with Rukia, you would not have to switch to any other of your team members when you will have Rukia battlefield skill leveled up all the way to level 3. Then you can just release the battle skill of Rukia and you can still stay with Bankai Ichigo. So that's very nice. But yeah, let me show you how much you can do once you release the ultimate. So you do his ultimate. You have special attack already from basic attack. You do his main skill, basic attack again, main skill, basic attack. You can do counter attack as well, main skill again, and then just release the ultimate. Or you can just wait for it and have it release automatically. Most of the time you want for it to be released automatically. So after this entire string you would simply just do triple basic attack again and do the special attack and he will just release it automatically. But in some cases you will want to release it manually, in some cases. But if you can, just have it go on its own automatically. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys today. I hope this is helpful for some of you guys. And yeah, see you guys next time.